Hello, my friends. I would like to introduce you to triplets. Now, triplets are a new concept that I designed. I work in research and development at CISX, and Kevin Corcoran, the research and development director, and I came up with this system, and we're really excited about it. And I have two designs to share with you today. The first one is one of my ultimate favorites. It is flowers, and it comes with 7 dies. It also comes with a handy dandy storage envelope. Now, the other design that I'm going to introduce you to is the butterfly design. Now, this one comes with 13 dies and a handy dandy storage envelope. But what are triplets? Triplets are a fun new system that start with 3 main dies and have a lot of extra little pieces. So let me share them with you. Let's do this one. I'm going to open them all up. Now, they come with, of course, this storage envelope, but you're going to want to keep this little recipe front piece. So this is the piece that it's part of the packaging, and I just cut it up a little tiny bit and fit it inside. There's also a card sample on the back by my friend Dina, and she's fantastic. And so she did that card design, but we're going to show you all the fun little pieces in here. And I even cheated on this one because you know what, I'm going to save that one for later because I want you to see that. So I'm going to open a new one. I really want you to see this, and I don't want you to see my little trick until for a couple more minutes. So I'm going to open up this new package. So what I'm going to do is I would trim this a little tiny bit to fit it inside my envelope. And let's move all of these pieces off to the side because we don't want to get them all mixed up. So this is what it's going to look like when you open your package. You're going to have all of these fantastic little pieces. Be careful. There are a lot of little pieces, so you just want to make sure you don't lose any. So what we have here, this is, we're going to move all those baby pieces to the side for a minute. This is the thinlet die. Okay, that's the thinlet. Then we have the framelit die. Notice the framelit die is the exact same size as the thinlet die, but without any of the cutouts, okay? So it's like the same thing, but the unfancy version. Then we have the shadow die, okay? This one is a little bigger than these two. Then we have a lot of little baby pieces. So for example, there's a little body, here's some top wings, here's some bottom wings. And then we also have, and that heart did belong to that one. I saw one move and I wasn't sure. We have 4 little tiny baby hearts to decorate. And then we also have this cute little fun squiggly to do some fun stuff with. But what do you do with these? Well, here is a recipe card that comes with the kit. And it shows you, it numbers the dice for you up here, and it shows you that if you did 1 plus 2, you would get this. If you do die 1 plus 3, you would get this. If you do, now this one's a tricky one and you're going to love it, and I'm going to show you how to do this one, so don't worry. If you do 2, that means die number 2 minus number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7, and then add number 3. Now, I know, and if you know anything about me, you know the worst thing about anything is the word math. I know this looks like math, but it is not. It is crafting fun, okay? This is not math. Just because we use numbers and plus and minus does not mean it's math, okay? I know, I can't believe it. I wish I would have paid more attention in algebra, but I assure you this is fun and it's fabulous. So let me show you how easy it is, okay? I'm going to move this off to the side, and I'm just going to do, and of course, you know I'm going to use my Big Shot machine because it's my favorite machine in the world. I'm just going to quickly run through the thinlet die, meaning the fancy one, right? The thinlet is the fancy one. And then we'll run the shadow because I just want you to see what it does. Now, of course, I'm using my magnetic platform because you know I love it. And I'm just going to run this through the machine. That's how easy that is. Now, I do notice that my pink paper has the CISX adhesive on the back, those nice sheets. Let me show you what those look like because they look like this. They have the 10-pack of 6x6, and I'll show you why we're going to need that later for another part of this. But there's the shadow. Same color as my handle. So there's the shadow. And then we're going to get out the the thinlet part. Now, thinlet dies are a little bit more intricate, so we are going to use our paper piercers. And the Stephanie Bernard version's coming soon. We're going to poke this through, and we're going to spend an extra second to get this out. Now, if you are having trouble getting this out, feel free to use wax paper between your die and your cardstock. But if you just spend an extra second, don't force it, just go nice and slow, you will get it. You will get it, because remember, it is a little bit more intricate. Pull those out, get those antennas out. Now they do have little pokey holes. Just go a little slower. And we're gonna poke those babies out. Maybe, there we go. When you're on camera, everything you never know what's gonna happen, right? Okay, so I'm getting those babies out. So now if I had adhesive on the back, that would have helped a lot. So now I have my cute little butterfly. But if I layer him on my shadow, look how cute he looks like that. Isn't that adorable? So you can see my little butterfly can start to fly away. Now, of course, I have other little pieces that I could add on there. Now, I want to show you what it's going to look like if I do something different. Because remember, I wanted to show you this one where we do all that fancy, what looks like math, but really isn't. Okay? So let's take this die. We're going to use this one because this one has the adhesive on the back. Actually, this one has adhesive and it's a little bit lighter of a color, so let's try this one. So here I have the adhesive on the back. I've already added the adhesive. I'm going to flip that over and I'm going to use my, which die? Oh, here it is. My thinlet die, I'm sorry, my framelit die. So I'm using, let's look at our little equation here. I'm using die number 2, and don't forget you have your cheat sheet up here, so your die number 2. And then you're going to use all of these little pieces that are the wings. And so I'm just going to lay those on. Now, because I'm using my magnetic platform and I'm using smaller dies, some of these dies might jump, okay? What do I mean by jump? I mean, let me see if I can get it to do it. Like if I put it there and it might jump to a magnet, because there's 40 magnets in my magnetic platform. If it jumps, then I'm going to let it jump, and that's where I'm going to keep it. So I'm going to line up all those dies, and since this is going to be such a very intricate die, what I'm going to do instead, and I've already done it, is once I get it exactly where I want it, I'm going to grab some washi tape and I'm going to peel that off, and since this one looks pretty good, I'm going to tape those. Especially we do this when Tiffany, my girl that does the kits, needs to make a whole bunch of these. She will tape it down. So now I've already taped one. And that's this one. Now, if you know you're going to make a lot of these, I recommend taping them down. And that way, and I got to poke out, I just recently used this for a demo, so I got to poke out all my extra trash. But I recommend doing this, like if you're going to make a whole bunch of these and you want to make sure they all work out perfect, you want to go ahead and tape those. And I noticed I didn't even tape it that great, but I was doing a demo at our store in Irvine. And I wanted everyone to really see this technique, so it's really fun. So I'm just going to clean out all my little trash pieces, which is so funny because I never clean up after myself. Ask my husband. Okay, so now this die is ready to go. It looks funny because it's taped, but it's going to be so awesome when you see it. So now I'm going to run this through. It has adhesive on the back of the cardstock. I'm going to run this through. Now, what I like to do is, it's a very tight thing because it's a lot of blade in there. I'm going to run it through. Now, I could be done, but it's just as fast for me to run it back the other way, and then I'm just kind of guaranteed that it's going to be a nice cut. So I just ran it back through, same amount of turning, but I just went back through. Now I'm going to peel this out. Again, you're going to be a little slower because you want to make sure you get that perfect little cut. Now look at this first of all. This is the wax paper backing. Isn't that adorable? It's like I could even use this, even though it's kind of technically the trash, I could use that on something, and I'm sure I'll find a reason to use it. So now what I'm going to do is I have all these pieces, and I'm going to gently poke it through. I'm just going to poke it through using the side of my paper piercer so I don't get any holes. And then I'm going to just lift that baby up. Look at this. Look at this. Is this adorable or what? Now look at that adorable butterfly that I've created. Now, this is not one of the dies in this kit. Remember I said it came with 13 dies. This is not one of them. We created this one ourselves, which is even more fun because now you can get really, really fun different looks. So now what I want to do, I'm going to add all of this together. Let's move this off to the side because I want you to see how I can build on this. So now it already has the adhesive on the back, and I highly recommend the adhesive from Sizzix because then it just makes every piece of paper like a sticker. Whoops. And we're going to add some adhesive to the back of this one because this one didn't have adhesive. So I'm just going to add adhesive to the back of this one. And I'm going to lay that one down. And I should have added adhesive to the back of the one. Now I'm going to lay this one on top And I don't think I've done this actual design before, so this will be kind of fun. So I'm going to add this one on top. And now, oh my word, look at that. That's another example of the butterfly. So there are tons of examples. This one's a little different than the sample here. Now, for some of you that order, we have made up some fun little postcards. And it's more of another recipe card. It starts with the top 6, are the same that are on the packaging. There's an extra 3 at the bottom, and then there's just like a fun little recipe card on the back. Just another little fun thing. So if you order, you know, if you're the first certain amount to order, I can't guarantee we're gonna still have these cards in stock, but we'll include that in your order if we still have them. But now you can see the idea of the triplets. Endless possibilities. You can go on and on and on. We've only given you 6 ideas on the packaging, 9 total here. But look, this is another one I just came up with, so there's another one. I think I counted like 43 ideas that I came up with personally. I know you are going to come up with even more, so we're going to have a gallery on our website. Upload either your full project or just your butterflies. Now, remember, that's just one design. We also have the flower design, and the flower design is so much more fun too because it has some debossing on it as well as cutouts. So make sure you check that one out also. Now, really quick, because I know I'm running out of time, I do have a couple butterfly samples because these are brand new. We don't have very many samples, but I do have a few from my design team. Oh, let's end with that one. Let's see, this one is by Anna, and I like how she did the yellow in patterned paper, which is really fun. And she kind of popped up those edges a little bit, and she has the other dies behind it, which are really fun. Here's another one by Anna. I think Anna was the only one to get this die because it's so brand new. And she just doubled those up, and they look really cute, and it says, "Miss You." Another one by Anna. Oh, and here's that squiggly in use. Isn't that cute? Just a little like flying away. Here she used the body of the butterfly, which just adds another little look, which is fun. Oh, here's a stand-up with using those cute little butterflies. And look how simple that is. It just takes die cutting to the next level, which is a lot of fun. I love that. And then this is one that I've created. You don't get to see very many cards that I create because I don't get to create very many cards unless it's on video or for a class. I don't usually get to create a card. This is one that I have done in a class and I will do in the class in the future using, oh, and here, I did use this butterfly before. Okay, that's where it came from. So I have done this one. And so here's just the example. I use pattern paper for the blue, and you can see that the pink pops up just a little. And actually, this one, when it's not being traveled to different states, actually pops up a little bit more like that. So isn't that fun? So make sure you check out the triplets. We will have galleries on our website, so check out the butterflies and the flower. There are more designs coming, so stay tuned for even more because I'm designing them still as we speak. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.